for the best of health, happiness, peace, and prosperity in 2022. Followed by a very short Q&A. Those of you who have questions, please go to the Q&A section and type your questions there. It will be answered by our president, the vice presidents, general secretary, or our treasurer. And following that, we will have the vote of thanks by our general secretary, Mr. A.L. Narasimhan. So that's about it. Without much ado, let me immediately request our President, Mr. V. Suresh, to deliver his first address to the gathering. By the way, we have such a lovely gathering today, a very, very large number. And I request Mr. Suresh to, address the gathering.
Thank you, Ravi, for that inspiring welcome which given. And it's two of my worthy vice presidents being there present, as well as General Secretary and Treasurer and Dominic and you being there, and all the other delegates who have come from different chapters. A very, very special welcome to each of you. As rightly told by Ravi, this is the first time in the new year 2022. We are greeting each one of you personally, even though on the WhatsApp and all that, we had any number of exchanges happening on that. But this is very, very important. We're going through a very interesting phase, I should say. After phase 2 of the COVID, the Omicron came in with a lot of scare to everybody. Large number of our own team members have gone through the cycle of the third one, but they come out of it also very early. General Secretary is a good example of that. One member. What is interesting is that 162 crores of vaccination is a fantastic opportunity. We thought 100 crore crossing was a very big thing happening, but today 162 crores has already crossed, which shows that out of the 94.8 crores of people above 18 years of age, and the new group of 15 to 17 which are added there, we'll have a substantial amount of immunity being built up in this country in a very large way with all facilities and amenities. And the good news is that the problem of the Omicron is much, much lower than what it was we thought of the Delta or the other variant. So India is going through it. Everybody feels that by March, you'll have a very major situation where India will be back on the good paced growth in all dimensions that's happening, and that's a solid point on which you can start off well. Well, besides the formal greetings to everyone, to have a happy, bright, healthy year with bringing glory and success to all your operations in your own individual way. We have to also see that Focus as an institution also grows exceedingly well in that particular context. The last major event that we had was the inauguration of the Delhi chapter. I want to personally thank Ashish for the great interest taken, as well as Ashish Vermaji taking KD Singh and all the other team members who have contributed well in that particular wonderful start of that particular event over there. And many new initiatives have been identified in that particular segment also. So therefore, among the 6 chapters, we have been able to really come up. The number itself has only come to around 325. So that's a little area of concern, but I'm not particularly worried about that. But given the choice now to get into operational mode in a very large way, we should be able to surmount that. So I have myself indicated, can we add at the rate of at the 50 per month, starting from in January, February onwards on that. So we have about 6 months time period up till June coming over there. Can we get this figure down to roughly of the order of around 600 to 700 in number by the time? Can we do that? It's doable. Then get it across, accelerate that particular thing from July onwards to 100 members a month. And then if that can happen over there, that'll be again another about 600 to 700 members getting added during that period. So positively, we'll be able to cross the 1,200 numbers easily. But my own ambitious target is, when do you cross the 2,000? 2,000 is a figure we want to it. Even, of course, within our own IGBC, where I have been there for 20 odd years, we are just crossing less than that so far. But then, since other professional bodies which are there have got big, large numbers, there's other competing ones, not competing, there's nothing to compete with Focus by itself, it's a unique organization by itself. So membership drive is going to be one of the first thrust areas onto which I want every one of you to help me participate in the particular event in a very large way. And I'm sure we will be able to do that. The other day I was addressing a wonderful group called Nirman Bharati. And can you believe that Nirman Bharati has got around 800 members, of which around 200 are from India, and the remaining 600 members are in different parts of the Middle East and other area. They are in Muscat, they are in Bahrain, they are in Abu Dhabi, they are in Dubai, they are in Sharjah, they are in Riyadh, they are in Dammam, they are in Manama. So what I was like, all interesting young people there, all are either mechanical engineers, electrical engineers, civil engineers, architects group over there. So I had this great session with the Nirman Bharati team over there. And when I talked about the formation of a wonderful body called Focus, you'll be surprised to know the type of excitement they had, that they all have been thinking that something like is needed. They are aware of the Institute of Architects, they're aware of the Institute of Engineers, they are aware of special groups for aircons, special groups for plumbing, etc. But to get all the MEP professionals to come in a very big way on one particular forum and all critical utility service being discussed, along with what architects can do to give a building shape and structural engineers to give it the building strength, whatever, the services adding on that. So a very happy group. So you would be surprised when I said that I want a big number. So I told the Nirman Bharati team members whom I addressed over there, and a fantastic 2-hour session, mind you, people from India and this Middle East people joining in this particular thing. They all said they'll be most happy to join in this particular forum in a large way. So that's a one big thrust area of membership of not only people and consultants and specialists and technology providers, and also equipment manufacturers or installing agencies or AFM companies, whatever. We also have to deal with a similar type of things happening in different parts of the world. Of course, focus going global is also another major area, possibly along with Chabra taking a little lead on this particular thing of the focus global activity. I'm sure we should be able to do that more so with the international membership issue also getting cleared and getting included in the new articles and memorandum of association. That will facilitate that particular process a little more better is the point that I wanted to just say that. Take it in a very, very nice manner. And one more point on which I just thought before I get into the main thing, I have been with the Indian Green Building Council for right from the beginning, from 2000 onwards, built up the organization like various other organs like NAREDCO and other one heading that Indian Building Congress. So I'll be laying down my office in another 3 days on the 28th. As the chairman of the Indian Green Building Council, as part of the CII process of getting the succession plan being brought over there, the number 2 taking over, the next one that also brings in substantial amount of participation, industry participation, etc. There also we are bringing in a new vice chairman there from the industry side so that you will be able to get into it. I'm giving that information to the focus members purely for the purpose that I am available with more time for focus. So that's a bigger message I want to convey, that I will be laying down the officer while I'll continue to be associated with the Green Building Council activity, like I'll be with the building code work, like I'll be dealing with the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change work, etc. I'll be able to devote more amount of physical time and mental time to deal with this particular aspect of focus as the president, even though in all fairness, we took over in October 2020. Our term itself comes to an end only by 2022 end, and 2023 a new team has to come. So really speaking, from that point of view, VS as president of this one will have a term of only around 11 more months to go. Just by the way, focus. But I'm sure a lot of things can happen in 11 months time. A lot of things can happen. That's exactly what I want to discover. At least what I want to convey to you is that be most happy to be spending more time and giving attention and physical time, communication time, speaking time to our members for various events. So the first one is on membership drive. Please see the best that you can have on that. I think from 325, if each of us can take a call that each one of us will add 5 more members. The Tamil Nadu showed Chennai showed a good way, and I always appreciate that particularly. Each member bring 1 more member. So that was a simple rule, 1:1. And I am asking that 325 into 5, each one bring 5 more members. Not immediately, no, all can't happen in a day, but month by month you can add that particular thing. That itself can straight away scale up to about 1,600 to 1,700, the number which I calculated also little earlier. So that will be our own initiative. The other one is to bring to the fold large number of those our vertical chairman and the co-chair for all the 21 or 22 verticals can also play an equally important role to bring more membership from those sectors, because each one has specific sectors coming: aircon sector, lift installation sector, plumbing sector, fire safety sector, security sector, landscaping sector, etc., etc. They can bring beyond a particular thing into a large way. Is another idea that I have, so that I would like to get specific views on that. 1, 2, 3, 4. First on the membership aspect. So that's I will leave it at that. My own larger vision is to see by end of December 2022, I would like to make this 325 number to 2,000. That is what I am trying to aspire for, based on this calculation of doing at the rate of 50 for the initial 4-5 months, and then adding to 100 later, 100 or 125, whatever. We should be able to get the number pretty close, and also spreading the net a little more wider into international membership also is another one. The second area is thanking Dominic and Ravi for the activity. Everybody is keen. Now, 6 chapters are good, and we had large amount of activity happening over there. Knowledge seminars have been very good, and they're very, very participative, very interactive, and bringing large number of people. Now, that is going to be another important target group. All those people who have participated in different types of program on the fire segment, or on the net zero segment, or on the fire safety segment, or various other related activity or lift area. Those participants again are a very major target group. Though they participate in the event, but we got to convert them into a member of the focus family. So we have the list of those people who have participated, their details are there. So that's going to be another group of people to whom we can target on. So now coming back to the second item are the activities and event. And Dominic, in all fairness, has already sent across a very good impassioned plea there, that to each one of the chapters, 6 chapters, which we already have, you should kindly make a calendar of activity. A calendar of activity you want to share with everybody. First of all, good things first. So let me thank personally the chapters of Tamil Nadu, the Chennai chapter, as well as Kerala chapter and Delhi chapter for giving the complete calendar of activity, which is already received at the level of Dominic. Because our idea is all the 6 chapters calendar of activity for the whole year will be distributed to everybody in a appropriate communication form there. So, and therefore, my request is that we should get Bangalore, Mumbai, and Pune to make available the activities calendars in the next about. They shouldn't take much more time. Maximum another about. I thought 1 week, but I'm ready to give 2 weeks time period, a little more extended, because when I talked with Jayalashmi ma'am, you always do things better, but what happened this time? We have not received any particular one. She says most of the people in our chapter, about 10 of them, have been laid up with COVID and related one. Therefore, she could not get any activity organized, but she said she will do that. So I'm keeping that particular aspect in view to give. So if we are today on the 24th, by end of 1 week will end by 31st. That will be by January end. Positively by January end. Or if you are able to stretch it a little forward, first week of February, all should be able to have. So in which case, that will give Dominic an opportunity for spreading this particular thing and sharing the calendar, sharing the activity calendar for all the 6 chapters immediately among all concerned. So it's a joint request over there. The reason why I'm trying to say is that large number of activities also have been identified. By the way, what can happen in the month of February, what can happen in March, April. This is an area where Dominic as well as Ravi have been working very together. I'm sure, even though they very cleverly said their name is not included in the speaking today, but I'm going to ask them also to indicate what are the broad things that have, has come out so far for the month of February, March, April, May, June, July. Whatever is come over there, 1 or 2 events to take place, etc., are possible, and therefore the only way to make an organization active is to continuous activities to be done by the either at the level of the chapter level or at the level of into the corporate level, and the chapters also participating in that. So we identified some to be done at the level of the focus corporate level and some to be done at the level of the chapter level. So chapter also gets the activity interest. So obviously 3 of them already have indicated their own activity, what can be done for the Delhi chapter or Chennai chapter or the Kerala chapter for that matter. So therefore, that's going to be activity related thing which will be also linked with events to be done month on month, be it on, because that's also a source of revenue generation in a large way. Now, having said that particular thing, all those members who have already been there with us, 325, their term of 1 year getting over, so the renewal fee or whatever is to be paid has to be also taken care of. There's good communication coming from Narasimhan and Iyengar. Please help their hands to see that that particular resource mobilization activity also takes place in a very large way. There's been a lot of interesting new activities coming over there. The first one which came from the Delhi one, which I thought I'll be very happy to share, is the issue regarding skill development. A good, wonderful document has been prepared, which we have to thank Ravi for that. Ravi has shared that, but Ravi's complaint, I can't use a complaint. Ravi is a little sad that nobody has come back with one word of a good job being done or a bad job being done, some improvement needed. No response at all. Wherein our good friend Sandeep Shikre, as well as JP Shroff, who is heading the CREDI's Kushal Skill Development Program, a good white paper has been prepared on the topic. Very well, excellent document according to me has been prepared, and that is already available. We have something available. We have to take it forward. I'm sure Narasimhan will ensure that the first time the Management Council meeting will be held so that we can have full opportunity to hear a wonderful work done. But the limited point is, please participate. When anything comes over there from any of us, our members have contributed. Respect their time, respect their energy. Even if you don't find anything, at least a thank you. You have sent it. I didn't have time to go through it. But no response is not a good thing, my dears. Not at all good. That will show that you're all sleeping partners. No, we can't have sleeping partners. We got to be everybody active, agile, communicate in a very large way. So that's an important component I just thought I'll indicate. Why I'm making a mention is, we'll be very happy to know that what started in the meeting over there in the Delhi chapter launch over there, based on this document that we created, on the 28th of this month, the Delhi government has invited the Delhi chapter people. So Ashish Vermaji has just now sent a message just before I came for the meeting over here that they want to have a presence for participation. If President can be available, I said, he'll be good. So that shows the amount of impact already a chapter can make with government. This is an important point on which I'll open up once this training issue is over. Our own link with the governmental organizations in your own respective states for making the right level of impact is an important component. Like Delhi government is joining with focus for that meeting on skill development is a very, very good news to me. I'm sure many might have known it. If you have not known it, Dominic knows it. He shared that information with me, and of course, Delhi chapter people he's aware of that. So, what I'm trying to indicate is that, like the initiative that we are going to do in respect of the skill development component, that committee work on that, we should get focused on that particular area, and similar other activities also, which will also link with the linkage that we should have with the governmental units in the respective states, or even local government or municipal corporation or city government or whatever, or other industry, etc. Now, that should bring out to the other one, which is suggested on student chapters. Very good interest is now happening in the membership side of trying to give a little leadership for student chapters to be extended over there. IGBC, which I have been heading, I'm extremely happy. The one which I had addressed just a few minutes back is a 90 minutes program where we have 320 student chapters in various architectural engineering colleges there. Now we have to concentrate now, that is predominantly architects and civil engineers, a few MEPF, but here for focus, we'll have to concentrate a little more on the mechanical, electrical, plumbing, fire group over there in a large way for student chapters to come in that particular area. And that will be an area where our education component can come over there. One is the skill development that is to be needed. The other one is how we can also get into education and training related work and some of the programs which can be run continuously. I think here again, good lead is taken from Chennai on some of those particular programs that can be done. Large number of specialist groups are there who are themselves, their work is being looked up to by national, international bodies that's of repute, and how we'll be able to communicate with large number of members. We have large membership over there, and organizing such type of programs become an important component over there. So therefore, education and training related component becomes an important one. It will be also a good revenue earning opportunity for us, a 2-day or 3-day program, etc. We can easily charge good amount with good faculty people available in the focus. Each one of our members on the governing council, development council, as well as all the verticals are outstanding people whose word is a lost word in this country. So we can use them as resource person and organize large number of training programs. So each of the chapters to have at least 2 events. Those details are already been broadly suggested. So when they give the program, so to add on this particular training programs become a very, very important component. The next one is communication. I think most important aspect in any good body is the link that we should have with all our members. Members say nothing is happening, you have some event over there, nothing has happened after that. So communication is going to be a very, very major component. Besides, whatever good work is being done by shared through a WhatsApp group that we are having, the connect is an important component. And how we can do that through the newsletter and related activities, one thing that can come over there. And here again, 2 components are. One is within among ourselves on what we are doing, what are the new things coming, how do you project that, what are the interesting dimensions coming from within the country or abroad, how we can work together. This is the second aspect coming over there. And the third important dimension is within our own profession, how we can be mutually beneficial to each other. And Dominic gave a good word there, business connect. That's an important one. For example, if there are good consultants there, technology providers, how do we have a bridge of business connect, even their own work being projected to all of us? Otherwise, we already have opportunity in a conference or a webinar where somebody sponsoring will come and make a product presentation of 5 minutes or 10 minutes. But even within our own group, if they want to share their own core competencies and core capabilities, that business connect will be a good way by which this can be projected in a very large way. He has some good ideas to work on. This has to be developed upon in a very big way by Dominic, and that will be a good opportunity for each one of our members, their own best core competence and core capabilities, either as a designer or as a producer or a manufacturer or a technology provider or a consultant or whatever. If you are able to share that information, a forum will be there exclusively for that. Man, that will not be, that's one of the activity. It will have some pricing on that, obviously. It's a matter of projecting that work for a larger information of all our 325 members or 400 members, including we can invite for such type of presentation, even people beyond that who can later on be made part of our membership also. So the business connect is an important issue onto which we'll have to open out a little more.
We have 5 minutes to go, sir.
Pardon?
We have 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, I thought I'll take 10 minutes more. Anyway, I'll stop at 5.
We want to talk about, I would appreciate if you can talk about focus, the transformation that can bring in construction industry.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm glad that Dominic has brought me back from some of those activities on that. See, you should all be very happy and proud that Focus as an organization is already getting national and international attention, and that's important. And you'd be happy and proud that we are the only professional body or a platform with all concerned stakeholder group working in this particular sector in terms of integration or coordination or productivity or efficiency or whatever. What is that we can bring onto the table for being a member, for the products over there, etc., are going to be very, very important. And construction industry would have a phenomenal amount of growth after a little lull period of 2020 and 2021, and when you're opening out in 2022 with the major thrust on the initiative that's coming not only for the Amrut program 2.0, Swachh Bharat Mission 2.0, as well as Smart City program, the new dimension, as well as the new city development program, infrastructure development program. Our contribution on this particular thing has to be very well projected. And that's important to tell all concerned, be it the builders or the developers of CREDAI or NAREDCO or the Builders Association of India, what is that focus can bring on to their table in their own day-to-day work. So get them as very, very active partners to work along with that particular one. Obviously, in that, our industry specialists, be it ISHRAE to come or IPA to come or other organizations to come in this area, will become fire safety is a very major component, literally a topic which is attracting attention every day. Can't believe literally a fire a day has a lot of concern. And recently, some of the things have been done very well. Programs have been organized in the last 3 weeks and 4 weeks time period. Some of the speakers and our tie-up that we also, the Fire and Safety Foundation and other organizations is very, very important. So therefore, our role in the construction industry, the whole today's industry is construction industry, and the growth forward is going to be phenomenal. My own back of the envelope calculation puts this particular thing as contributing not more 8% to 9% of GDP. It will come to about 12 to 14% of the GDP will come. We'll be ending up with the construction activity coming in this country on buildings of all the asset classes, including all the special programs I talked about. We'll be dealing off the order of 80 lakh crores of investment coming in this particular sector. We are still of the order of about 25 lakh crores to 28 lakh crores. That's the type of level at which we are working, likely to go up to 80 lakh crores based on the provisions coming and the feedback we are getting from the Niti Aayog and other people who are already working in the sector with the new program. We have to catch up. Catching up is going to be a big message that's coming, including the new project launches, etc. My own information that I'm getting in the Ministry of Environment Forest, the new approvals which are coming every month. We used to do only once a week. Now we are doing every 15 days. We are having the meeting coming with all the new projects are coming, big, larger projects, mind you, for the environment clearance coming. So those are good indicators. One indicator is good that. The second major indicator is the way in which the housing finance has grown. What is done annually of the order of around 2 lakh to 3 lakh crores worth of financial disbursement coming. You'll be very happy to know it's already cost 10 lakh crores in the last year, even with the COVID period in a big way. And they are projecting this to increase to of the order of about 15 lakhs to 20 lakh crores during the next year. So therefore, financial flows will be coming in this particular sector. So position, focus as a body, and what role you can do in the construction industry, and put that particular thing forward to everybody that matters, to the government that matter, at the state government, central government, local government, over there, to the builders lobby, construction industry lobby, including the MEPF lobby. Each one of them, they should be able to say how they'll be able to get through their various issues to be cleared or whatever. So that particular thing is going to be an important area onto which I touched about that in a good way, and there's been a good what can I say, immediate response coming from the Delhi chapter group over there. They continuously talk about that. I was just today lunchtime only having discussions with Baljit Singh ji, who is the senior vice president of Brookfield, and Brookfield India is one of the biggest companies buying over a lot of properties, including developing a lot of properties of all asset classes in a very large way. And they are saying that the program of the focus is of substantial interest for them, and we got to get him activated in a very large way. And guess what? We are having just next week a program going to take place in Bangalore on the 3rd and 4th February, which is organized by another group there. But what is important is the whole thing is concentrating on MEP in construction. Can you believe it? A 2-day program exclusively on this is an area where which Focus could have done it, but Focus will do it, of course. But what is good is that timely intervention has helped. Focus is an active partner in the program there, and that's going to be a 2-day program on the 3rd and 4th. That means it will give a clear-cut indication of an opportunity for us to do 3 or 4 programs on this particular theme in a very large way, which will benefit everybody that concerned. It is not just the aircon man or the lift man or the plumbing or the fireman, but the coordinating team members are very, very important over there. Now, that's a very important area, especially BIM as an important thing of the way in which the whole construction process is going to go forward, of the electronic coordination that's going to come on all the at the planning level, design level, construction level, operation level, commissioning level, operation level is going to be important. If we are able to showcase our strength in a very large way, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure we'll be able to carry substantial amount of support from all concerned from the construction industry. The idea is concentrate on construction industry, say what can Focus bring onto your table, and what is that can make you improve that particular thing, to make that time, to bring it efficient, to make it more productive, to make it latest technology to be brought in, the coordination issues to be brought in, etc., are going to be very, very important. I'm sure all of you will add on to that. I'm keeping a look at the watch also. It's about 5:34. I will stop maybe in the next 1 minute or two. I would like definitely 2 vice presidents chip in immediately after my presentation. And after that, I would like to have Dominic to come very briefly about what are the committed program, even for the 3 or 4 people in the next months going to come over there. And on the communication strategy and thing, ask Ravi to speak. And then we can have some Q&A. And then, of course, before ALN will give the thank you, or Pressure wants to speak on that. So, ladies and gentlemen, the idea of this interactive session today is primarily to see that don't be, just because we couldn't have our annual celebration on the 26th of October 2021, don't be sad. We'll have physical program will happen shortly. Things are getting activated. The whole world is going through a process of this particular thing of lockdowns and work from home. But there is also a message. Work from home is also having to back to office is also another message. BTO is a new message instead of the WFH. WFH is work from home. BTO is a new message also coming. Many people are also deciding on, once they open up on that, how do you really take care of all the issue? What percentage do we get from 0 to 30, 0 to 50, 0 to 6, not 0 to 100? Obviously, what phase we should do, whatever precautions be done, spacing, seating, all those things will come in a large way. I'm sure in all these areas, Focus can contribute very, very significantly in that. I'm sure both Ashish and Velan would be able to see the type of potential, because they deal with the end of the spectrum, right from the concept level through design, through construction, through completion, through commissioning, through operation in a very large way. So let me stop at this point of time. Look at it as a great opportunity. These type of interactive discussions we can have every month, 1 hour, as long as it's going to be 1 hour, we can do that. So let me stop at this time. Let's give about 4 to 5 minutes to Ashish first, 4 to 5 minutes to Velan. Oh, first Velan. Velan want to go a little early. Velan first and then Ashish. Then, of course, Dominic and Ravi, and then Narasimha, and then Q&A and Narasimha. Please, I'll stop at this point of time. Could I invite,
Thank you.
You want to invite Ravi?
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you very much. I think you have summed up economy, you have summed up industry, you have summed up a lot of things very beautifully in this power-packed 30-minute presentation. Thank you very much. I would request our Vice President, Mr. Ashish Rakheja.
Okay, you thought Velan want to go early.
To deliver his address to the gathering.
Good. Yeah, that's the right thing.
There are a lot of people who are also not from the industry or not from the association.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Rakheja, I would request you to also address them. Mr. Ashish Rakheja.
Ashish is there?
Yes, sir, I'm there, very much there.
Yeah, please, Ashish,
Okay.
take over.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. First of all, greetings to everyone for this new year. Delighted that we are getting this opportunity to talk to all the colleagues in the industry. All of you are stakeholders in growth of focus. As our young chairman Saab talked about the vision that he has for focus, I think it tells us a clear path that we have ahead. The last 1 year, 1.5 years, we have been built, it's been time to build the blocks. You know, this is the foundation we are laying.
Yes.
A lot of people came and said, what is it that we want to do? Where is it that we want to go? I've always answered to them, it's for us to decide. We are fortunate that we have a clean slate ahead of us. On this clean slate, we are writing down our path, our vision, what the successors have to go and achieve. We are privileged to have an experienced person like Suresh Saab do it for us. You've already seen 1 year, we have chapters already formed in all major cities. Now is the time to build up the membership. The membership is the key to success of any organization. If we have members, if we have strength, the industry comes running to us. Any program that we want to do, any event we want to organize, anything we want to do, the key is on membership. As rightly told by our chairman Saab, our president, let's focus next few months on this task. Making members of this society is not going to be a tough task. We have again a wide range available to us. If you look at the members that we have today who have joined, they come from, I think, spectrum of our construction industry. In a body like fire and security, plumbing, air conditioning, we have 5 to 10,000 members in each one of them.
Yes.
Here, when we have a spectrum of verticals available to us, we should be talking about 5,000 in each spectrum multiplied by 10, 20, 20 spectrums that we have. That is the potential ahead of us.
It is.
If we can make 100,000 members, I think let's go ahead, go all out and try to achieve that. It cannot be done by Suresh Saab. It cannot be done by me or anyone that is talking today. It has to be done by us. We are the strength. We have a very, very unique position in the industry. And we have already emphasized that during the recent programs that have happened. The wonderful range of programs and the monthly conferences that we have been doing or monthly webinars that we have been doing is getting such a wide audience. 150, 200, 250, going up to 400, 500 also. I attend so many of the webinars. I can tell you people are struggling to get into the triple digit. And here we are, every time we are scoring a triple digit with ease. Our recent launch at the Delhi chapter, the gathering that we got, the feedback, the positive feedback that we've got is amazing. And that's where the potential is. So my friends, again, I will not take too much time. I think Chairman Saab has already covered his vision. My point is very simple. Membership is what we need. It's our duty. This is what we have signed for. When we came into focus, you all are the office bearers or the people who are shouldering focus. So let's go out and make members. Thank you very much. Thank you, President Saab. And over to you, sir.
Good.
Thank you, Ashish ji. Thank you very much. May I now request Dr. Whelan to address the gathering.
Thank you, Ravi. I really appreciate Ravi. Thank you, President You have given elaborative background and with which we have to move ahead and all those things. Really appreciate it. Of course, Ashish, congratulations, Ashish, that leadership shown in Delhi's launch. And I was told that was a grand success in terms of the session as well as the participation, and first of its kind of physical event by Focus. Congratulations to the entire Delhi team. And really, one of the interesting things which I thought I will touch upon right now is that, first of all, before getting into that, I want to really appreciate and salute the patience, the dedication, and the commitment level of the core members of Focus, Ravi, Dominic, and Narasimhan. And I want to really salute their patience. In fact, as the President was rightly mentioning, whenever they have also come up and with a lot of documents, many of us don't even revert to them on time, and how much painful it used to be. We all know. And first of all, appreciate it, Dominic, Ravi, as well as Narasimhan, for your great efforts for building this Focus right from the scratch. And of course, the leadership of President and others, of course, it's definitely taking this forward. I really appreciate it, to start with Ravi, Dominic, and Narasimhan, for your as I mentioned again, I'm saying this: your patience, your commitment, and the dedication. The way you people are demonstrating, we should learn. In fact, I should learn to personally. Place this at this point of time. Thank you very much for that. Second is that, as the President was mentioning, and Ashish was also mentioning, the membership drive is a going exercise, we all know, because there is no end to that requirement. But the objective of Focus can be demonstrated only when there is a sizable number of people participating in this particular motion. What exactly the Focus is meant for, we all know. We have to spread the technical knowledge to many people, whomever is not having that kind of attitude even today, going for a kind of a technological advanced way of developing things, managing things, which is definitely have long way to go in India, I can put it. Because, and even though we have certain set of developers or many builders who are having that attitude of going for perfection and the latest technologies, but this industry, construction industry, is yet to catch up with a lot of digital intervention and also implementing many of the latest technologies in their developments. This is the fact. I have to definitely mention this, because unlike IT or any other industry, the construction industry is yet to pick up that kind of a momentum. Yes. That's my view still. So my submission is that to inculcate that kind of attitude in the industry, in the developer's mindset, in the contractor's mindset, in this forum, Focus is definitely can add value. Frankly speaking, even though there are many objectives behind, there are many principles behind this, but one thing is inculcating that habit, that particular aspect into the minds is what is critical, which is what Focus is meant for, which can be spread, which can be brought in only by means of adding more number of resources, more number of team members in this particular Focus. Actually, then it will be easy. After that, see, when we were talking about membership and creating this awareness at all, for next 3-4 years, if we are doing it sincerely, what will happen is, after that, it will become a kind of habit for many of us. Like, for example, President was mentioning IGBC. Today, IGBC has gone to a stage where any developer, whoever is building a building or anything, it is by default green. It has become a habit, actually. It has become a norm. That is a kind of situation which this Focus can bring in terms of using advanced technologies, in terms of having more focused approach in developing any kind of product or services or built environment, as the President used to say. So my submission is that to create that culture, to create that kind of learning focus by means of adding membership, by means of contributing from every chapter for various, I mean, of course, there is no second opinion that chapters are conducting regular programs, and it is very valuable program also, right from Chennai, Kochi, Delhi, and other Bombay chapters. It is going to be very much interesting for the whole year. As President was mentioning, calendars are going to be released as one or two cities have already released also. So we are looking forward to support whatever the way that the team is expecting us to perform. And also I'm committing also on behalf of the Chennai, Kali Rajan and other team members, we are going to work together very closely by adding more number of the members in Chennai, and in fact we were having a chat last week. So it is going to be our commitment, and we will deliver it. And my dear friends, whatever the way President was expecting us to deliver, we are there, and we will commit ourselves and make it happen. The year will be ending to that kind of number. Or if it is surpassing the number is possible, that is what 2000 plus is going to be, which will be definitely achieved, sir. Thank you very much, my dear, and let us work towards that particular goal also. Thank you. Thank you, Ravi, for this wonderful time.
Thank you, Mr. Dr. Velan, for motivating us and also committing that we will achieve all this together. Yes, Mr. President.
No, I just want to say, even though I specifically mentioned that very briefly, Dominic will tell what the program, you will try communication on that. I said, in case any of our chapter chair and co-chair, either from Bangalore or Chennai or Kerala or Mumbai, Pune, if they are there and if they want to talk, you should give them also an opportunity. I just thought I'll become in before vote of thanks come. That's all. Okay. Please go ahead. I'll leave it to you. Go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yep. We have had both our vice presidents spoken. Mr. Dominic, would you like to say a few words?
What all pro? At least even 1 minute, 2 minutes. 1 minute or 2 minutes each.
Yeah.
You've got a lot to tell.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, very well.
Loud and clear.
Okay. Just wanted to thank all the participants who have joined in for this I call town hall meeting, I would say, of the president. And this is a like cut and razor for the event that was proposed, is a transformation of construction industry. So soon we will have a virtual seminar, and it will be chaired by our Vice President, Mr. Ashish Rikeja, and the address will be by our President. So we will be soon having one of the major events. This is going to be a global event, which we are trying to do through virtual. The theme is transformation in construction industry. So that is the theme, that it is more like a cut and razor with all of us involving, and those who are very keen to participate in this program. Okay, kindly give your name to my, to my mail ID or to Administrator Miss Anita. So we will have the global seminar virtual on transformation of construction industry. So it will be a role of focus in transforming this construction. That is one. Second is, I'm happy that Kerala is going to have the first national physical seminar that's about sustainable building. Energy efficient.
When it's also, one is topic, when is it likely to come? So we get an idea.
Energy efficient building. I believe they have sent the invitation to Ashish Rikeja to chair this. Energy efficient building, it's going to be in April because of this pandemic. Many are not traveling. So this will be in the first week of April. So physical seminar will start rolling out from the month of April. Touch wood, if everything goes well. Later on, every chapter they have given, I'm very happy that New Delhi, Chennai, Kerala has given me elaborate plan for the international seminar, national seminar, and members network. That is what we call business network gathering. product presentation by members. So they have given entire detail. I'm expecting others chapter also to follow. Once that is there, we will unveil the calendar of event 2022. But what is going to change, according to me, the global seminar or a webinar that we are going to conduct will change the face of focus. That is a confidence that I'm going to give you. We will soon interact with the vice president and the management of focus, and we will come out with the plan and when it should be done before April. So we will have the first international webinar. We'll be inviting all the related construction industry associates across the world to participate in this. So we will have very good speakers to talk about that. So this is a starting point of the events in India. Thank you so much. I look forward for your support. Over to Ravi.
Thank you, Dominic. Thank you very much there. Let me very quickly tell you that under the leadership of Mr. J.P. Shroff, who is the chairman of training, learning and skill development, and our Western chair, architect Sandeep Shikre, we have submitted a white paper on training and skill development to the management. The management will very soon evaluate this, and we should hopefully announce our plans and programs that we intend to take up. And we will be involving all the chairs and vice chairs at the chapter level to also give in their ideas and thoughts, which we could try and build into this. And we should hopefully have a very good policy for training and skill development across the board. The other thing is, I must thank Chennai chapter chair, Dr. Kalirajan, for having written a fairly long note to me, requesting for a policy on student chapter and how we can develop and offer something better, something more useful, and something more inclusive for the student chapter, because they are the pillars of this country. They are all, future leaders. So we should try and find ways and means of engaging the students at various engineering colleges. So that is something that we'll also be working on. And I'm also very happy to say that the chairman for insurance and risk mitigation, Mr. Kannan, has come up with some very interesting topics that we will very soon be announcing for the virtual programs, where we will be taking you through the various nuances of the insurance industry and the various challenges of risk mitigation, and how can, several of us who are doing projects can insure our projects, and various other interesting aspects that we never had answers to. Now, those topics are being taken up under the leadership of Mr. Kannan and Mr. Subramanian, who is the vice chair for the vertical. And we will very soon be announcing a few more very interesting programs that we have lined up for the members. I also want to address one very important thing. It is at Focus, our members are the most important people, and at Focus, we are constantly striving. You may not have yet seen that as much as you would have liked to, but our members' interests are primary. We want to address all aspects of a member's business and the growth potential that Focus can offer them. We want to address these topics. Dominic is working on certain very interesting, programs and various things that he's building into our website, which will offer a lot of interesting opportunities for our members. So we are at it. Yes, we accept that there has been a delay. Do bear with us. But there's one other very important thing which I would like to mention with bold underlined font, that do not get into Focus with the mindset of wanting to do business alone. the fact of the matter is only when we are all in it together can we try and work towards sharing knowledge, understanding new ways of doing business, getting insights into various new technologies, training, learning, skill development, and then we can try and excel so that we are able to move this infra industry to the next level of excellence. So, I mean, if there are people who think that it's probably like a business network group or something like that, no, we are not that. We are not here as a business network group, but yes, business is something that is a byproduct of every member who joins Focus. It is for sure that the connect that they can get when they are in Focus with the tallest leaders from the industry, not just one industry, over 23 industry verticals of the construction industry. So there is a lot of value that actually we are trying to bring into Focus, but we are not trying to sell Focus as a business networking group.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound very crude, but that's something that I wanted to inform you all, that do come here to exchange ideas, to give, to take, and business will happen all by itself. And Focus, under the leadership of Mr. Suresh, Mr. Ashish Rakeja, and Dr. Velan, has been constantly guiding the secretary, Mr. Narasimhan, Dominic, and myself to try and find ways to make opportunities valuable for all those people who want to join Focus. At this point, I think our president wishes to share some thoughts.
I only
So I
wanted
would
to
request him to say a few words.
I only wanted to recognize the presence of another about 35 of our important members there. Ajit and Lava from Cochin are there. Ashish Vermaji is the chapter chair from Delhi is there. Jayalakshmi is from Bangalore. Kali Rajan is there from Chennai. Bhavani Prasadji, our senior most technology provider from the electrical industry. Liaquat Alika Khan. My suggestion is that we said we close 6 o'clock, but I want to take everybody's permission. We'll close at 6:15. Give 2 minutes time to each other speak, not more than 2 minutes over there. So I just told Ajit, Lava, Ashish Verma, Jayalakshmi, Kali Rajan sir, Bhavani Prasadji, Liaquat Aligan. I only identified some. There are more there, but I just identified they are leading our group of. Then of course Narasimhan also to give the vote time. So, but 15 more minutes time, please give. You invite now one after another. I leave it to you.
Anita, would you please allow architect Ajit to speak here?
Not more than 2 minutes, anybody. Otherwise we'll go to 6:30.
Yes, sir.
Architect Ajit.
Ashish Vermaji, because about this training program on 28th with the Delhi government, important. Jayalakshmi ma'am is very important. Kali Rajan, very important.
So I have allowed Mr. Architect Ajit.
Yeah, please.
Thank you, sir.
Architect Ajit, are you there?
Yes.
Kindly also.
I'm here.
Also, yes, sir. Please.
Yeah,
Sir.
go ahead.
Can I talk?
Yeah.
Please, sir.
Okay, fine. See, first of all, let me tell you, you have, I think, Chairman, President Suresh, and everybody has taken 2-3 points, which are the major important prime points as far as Focus at this meeting. To begin with, I think I should congratulate and thank Mr. Suresh for having completed so many years as the chairman of IGBC at national level, and he'll be handing over the charge to Gurmitji very soon. So heartiest congratulations, Suresh, for a great innings you had at IGBC. Now, number 2 is regarding the membership. See, actually, we started with 25 members in 3 months. Of course, we would have had more. In October, we added 5 members. November, we had 3 members. December, only 1. But our plan is that by 31st March, the year ending, before that, we would like everybody, we have requested them that they should bring in at least 2 members each. That means we will be making somewhere very close to 100 by end of March. Number 2.
Very
Number
good.
3 regarding
Very good.
program. Now, number 3 regarding programs and projects has already explained by Mr. Dominic. He has been handholding us for the last few months regarding the major programs. We are going to have 3 major programs, national programs. One is energy efficient building. That is going to take place on 29th April 22. And next one is clean energy, sustainability and EV charging. That is going to be on 29th July 22. The next one is going to be convergence of service for excellence. That is going to be on 28th October 22. Now with regard to, so these are the programs, and we also had planned another very major interesting program, which I had discussed several times. That is called From Waste to Goods. This was a program wherein we are requesting all our friends in the construction industry to allot a small corner, which will be placed, what you call, there is from there, people could come and, organize the waste so that anybody could come and pick it up and take it for their own use. This program was originally, we want to inaugurate on the 26th. Originally, I had requested the mayor of Cochin to open that, come here to do that. But last 10 days, the whole thing has gone haywire because it almost like more than 52% is the COVID rate in Ernakulam, in Cochin. So things so we'll have to, otherwise we would have had it on 26th January. So we are postponing to some other day. We are waiting. And another suggestion which I have here, as you know that we already formed the students chapter in our college, Asadi. But one thing we found, really there should be, it should not be college based, or it should not be a specific college based. This is my suggestion. The reason is because the concept and the spirit of focus is basically to having people from different verticals. So I think we should have a sort of multi-institutional students chapter. In this multi-institutional students chapter, we should have some sort of a control or some sort of restriction that from one vertical, say electrical engineering students, there cannot be more than 20% of members should not be from that. Mechanical engineer, architect. So if you do that, the real concept of joining together and being together from the young days starts. So they grow into real focus members later. So I think this is my suggestion is, this is a mistake or problem I found when I have it only in my college.
Good.
And there is nothing really to discuss among them and come out. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Architect
Session.
Pillai.
Excellent.
Anita, could you have Mr. Ashish Verma's mic unmuted, please?
Yes,
Ashish Verma ji.
Chairman of Delhi chapter.
We'd like you to take two minutes and quickly address and share your thoughts.
I've allowed him, sir. Mr.
Wonderful.
Raj. Yes.
Yeah, hi. Good evening to all. So I feel, of
Hi,
course,
Ashish.
very good evening, sir. Good evening to all. No, I feel very privileged, of course, to be part of the daily chapter and working with all to contribute towards this very great initiative, which is very much needed for all of us. As somebody was mentioning that still, Dr. Whelan was mentioning that while we have advanced a lot, but still we are, of course, working in an unorganized manner. But yes, of course, this is the opportunity and a forum where we all can work together, share our knowledge and experiences, and decide the way forward where we all want to take this industry forward. So from that perspective, of course, while so the daily team has been working on carving out the initiative, what we had planned for this year. So, of course, recently we have, of course, come across and discussed another interesting topic where what we feel that, yes, we can, of course, contribute towards the skill development. So as part of those programs, so we would be exploring a dialogue with the Delhi government since they have recently formed under the leadership of Manish Sisodiya ji, who is very active in the education sector in Delhi region. So we getting an opportunity to present the capabilities, how Focus can collaborate with the recently formed university by the Delhi government, which is the Delhi Skill and the Entrepreneurship University. So they have already formed that university, and they are of course, doing great things in other verticals and disciplines. So yes, as part of that, the initiative from the focus, so we can definitely, of course, collaborate, and we would be exploring that opportunity. And I have requested the president, sir, to be part and brief the key members of the university, where we can explore opportunities to collaborate further.
You have received my confirmation, Ashish ji, already? Have you seen that?
Yeah, I have received, sir. So probably maybe.
I had some other, but I cancelled that. But I'm giving it to you. Importance. Okay.
No, thanks a lot, sir. So I look forward. Maybe we can make it something out of it, and then we can plan some programs towards that as well.
Yeah, offline we'll discuss. Offline we'll discuss the details. So that today time is limited.
Thank you, Ashish Verma ji. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
May I request Mr. Bhavani Prasad to share his thoughts, please? Shri Bhavani Prasad ji. Shri Bhavani Prasad.
Yeah, he is there still. Sab is there.
Am I audible?
Yes,
very
sir.
Much,
loud
very
and clear. Good
Oh,
evening to you,
Loud
sir.
and clear, sir.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead, sir.
Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to express my views. I have all along been expressing that integrated approach and integrated approach as well as information exchange is very much the same. We are very much utilizing the facilities of computers and this thing for the integration of data and communication, and that goes a big way in improving it. And we should also share similarly the new technology and problems of implementation of technology, success stories and failure stories, so that if I do a mistake sometime, others should not do that. This should be part of our focus website. And today, if you have a problem with your computer or phone with this thing, you could always approach the website and find out solutions which are offered by so many people. Similar things should happen with regard to various problems that come in the case of the construction industry as a whole. The other one is the integration should also take place not only at the technical level and the management level, but also at the contract level, so that today we have, as you said, more than 25 different disciplines have to work together. Each one of them is required to contribute and orient himself towards the success of the project. But the moment a contract is signed, the focus of the contractor goes to the bottom line, which often is different and distinct from the focus of the project. That should change. And in fact, relationship contracts are going to avoid such a thing, and there should be an encouragement, and we should also develop systems which will integrate the approach of each contractor towards these are some of the views, and we have already been trying something on a local listing for collection.
Bhavani Prasad ji, before you go, every day I find that all the thing, even the problem is the fire department, whether hospitals or multi-story building, every day short circuit of fire, electrical installation is the thing being told. That means the problem is the electrical group. But you should tell that it's not the problem, it's not electrical group, it's a wrong way of doing those things. Possibly one major leadership thing we can do from your vertical groups. I thought every time I hear the electric short circuit as the reason for the 6 people dying, 10 people dying, patients dying, etc., I was also remembering that we focus can bring a good document on how this can be avoided.
Thank you, Mr. President.
It's a good idea. We are saying, in fact, we have brought out many programs on electrical safety earlier also.
Short circuit in particular.
There have been changes in the electrical system in view of the changes that have taken place in the capacities and the distribution systems. And
okay, sir.
There are solutions. We should we will present them in the appropriate.
Wonderful. We'll Thank you, Bhavani Prasad ji. Thank you very much. May I request Mr. Kalirajan to share his thoughts, please? 2 minutes, Mr. Kalirajan. Thank you very much. Dr. Kalirajan.
Kalirajan Siva.
Yes, Dr. Kali Rajan Shiva. Admin, could you please, allow, yeah. Good evening, Dr. Kali Rajan.
Yeah,
2
good
minutes.
evening. Am I
Your
audible
time
now?
starts now.
Very,
Am I
very
audible?
audible, sir. Very audible.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
It's my pleasure to address you. We have certain things to discuss now quickly because the time is only 2 minutes. First thing is the membership. Membership grow in Chennai chapter has taken a halt recently, and we are going to again start another thing. Earlier last year we had 1:1. Now we are going to have a different formula, which we will tell you later. We are estimating that this year we should touch 300 to 400 in the end of
Very
2022.
good. Very good. Very
The
good.
second one is initiative which I've already written to Ravi, is about student chapters. We are in discussion with some of the colleges, and the first lecture we have planned it in February 12th. And some of the college, of course, due to Corona and lockdowns, probably it may get delayed, but certainly one lecture we'll have it in February with one of the colleges. And there are discussions going on with many of the colleges across Tamil Nadu, not only in Chennai. So starting from the Sivagasi, Kanyakumari to Chennai, a lot of colleges are in touch with us. So we are in touch. That is the second initiative. Third initiative is the skill building initiative, which our team is working on. What are the skills which we can start training the people, and certificate can be issued in the name of focus. That's one policy has to be developed, but we will come out with the proposal. So fourth one which I want to mention is, as rightly said by Dr. Velan, digital transformation in the built industry, built environment is going to really play a major role. So Chennai chapter is going to come out with a summit, one-day summit in June, a personal summit, where we are going to invite nominations for focus awards. We are proposing to give a focus awards for the best company who has introduced a digital transformation in their industry. The morning session will be for the built infrastructure, and one session will be for buildings. So these two awards we want to constitute now, which we will come back to the management for approval shortly. So these are the four things I thought I will share with all of you. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Dr. Kali Rajan. Thank you very much. May I now request Mr. Liaquat Ali Khan to say a few words, if you're feeling like it. Mr. Liaquat Ali Khan is not doing too well, nevertheless. Mr. Liaquat Ali Khan.
Good evening, President Saab. And,
good evening, Liaquat ji. Boliye.
Yeah. It's been quite a journey for us in Focus for 1.5 years now. And towards the fire, though I'm heading the fire vertical, we have conducted some programs regarding the fire, how it can be prevented, and passive as well as active. Going forward, we are looking at integrated approach for fire, HVAC, and electrical and other verticals. So shortly, we'll have programs connecting with data centers and hospitals, and also many other topics. So these are a few things which is on the block, which will be conducted shortly, sir. Thank you so much.
Very good.
Thank you, Khan Saab. You get well soon.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Maybe request Ms. Jayalakshmi to share her thoughts this evening. Ms. Jayalakshmi, Chairperson, Bengaluru chapter.
Ma'am must be there.
Ms. Jayalakshmi, Chairman, Bengaluru chapter.
Yeah, she's there. Very much
Madam,
there.
you have
She's
2 minutes time. Your time starts now. Ms. Jayalakshmi.
I think they should permit her to open.
No, I have allowed, sir.
She's already allowed, but
yeah. Sorry, able to hear me now?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yeah, we can hear you well, ma'am. Go ahead.
Sorry, because I'm under COVID, so the voice is.
Oh, get well soon. So sorry to hear that.
So now recovering, not a problem. So from February onwards, okay. So we have planned that monthly 2 meetings. Definitely, it will be there with the members, and especially for sharing their thoughts, what related to the industry. And we will give opportunity to 2 members to express their best practices in that particular industry, what they feel, what is lacking now, and how they can improve that in their own verticals. So that is, it will make the members to engage, and it will help them to share even more knowledge, and so it will be, automatically it will bring more members also. So that is what we have planned from February onwards. Monthly 2 meetings we have planned, and starting, and then so mainly we are in started talking with the skill development department in Bangalore. So we just thought that along with them also we can do some sort of programs, and then we can do some trainings, so that even through one of our other forum, actually we got even a place to do the training and other things through them. So we are just in talk with them, so it is not yet been clear like how we are going to go about, and once that is confirmed, then we'll inform you. And next, one more thing is Professional Housekeepers Association is having a PHA UA. So, for the hoteliers college students. So we requested to start with them, and then they are going to give us an opportunity to talk about focus. And another college also, what we told, we were supposed to talk on December, but due to this situation, we postponed it. So all these things we are going to start from February. And definitely, I think there will be some good numbers. At least we should, monthly we should aim for some members, and then at least by 2022, we should touch around some 300, 400 members in Bangalore.
So Bangalore will bring 400. Okay.
That is what we are targeting.
Why not, ma'am? You can even do it 500, 600 also. Get well soon.
Yeah. Sure.
Thank you very much, madam. Thank you very much for taking time, even when you were a little unwell. But happy to note that you are recovering. My very best wishes to you to get back onto your feet as soon as possible.
Thank you.
Now,
thank you.
May I request our General Secretary, Mr. A.L. Narasimha.
Can you also call Mala Singh for a minute?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah, because I sent the message, you have not seen it.
Could you kindly allow Ms. Mala Singh?
Dr. Mala Singh.
Yes, sir. Done, sir. Thank you, sir.
Mala Singh,
message, you didn't see it.
Yes, sir. Namaskar. But just 1 minute. Yeah. Camera is there.
Mala ji, namaskar.
Yes, sir. Namaskar. I'm trying to come on the camera, but problem is there.
Maybe my message, Ravi didn't see. Don't worry. Go ahead. Please, now that you're in, please talk. 2 minutes.
Yeah, sir.
Your program for the year.
Hello. Yeah. So first of all, sir, we are very happy that you gave us such a beautiful note today. So we all are enlightened again. And because sustainability is a very, very major agenda now. So I think I have already shared my program, which we are scheduling for the entire this year now. So I'm very much in the position that we could start, some of the programs very soon. And I'll be in touch with Mr. Dominic and rest of the management team. So I think let's
can you one event every quarter? Can you one event every quarter? 4 events for the year.
Yes, sir, we can do, because sustainability is
once in 3 months. Once in 3 months.
Why not? Why not? I think I've already offered 4 programs.
Very good. Excellent.
Because right now, sir, ESG is a very, very hot concept. You must be, all the corporates are working on their ESG reports, no? Environment and social governance. And I have already kept 1 program for the corporates. So because they are making all their facilities green and everything, all their policy mechanism is under ESG, states very clearly that sustainability is so important for all of them. So I think we could start, one of the program immediately when we all are, I think next February end we could do. So I think it would be really great.
Yeah, Manaji, in addition to these 4 programs which you will do under ESG, you also want your help in a big way for membership drive as well.
Sure, sir. Because sir, if we really pitch, the corporates through this ESG programs, I think that would really help us to enhance the membership.
Okay, very good. Yeah. Now, please take over.
Thank you, Mala Singh ji. Thank you very much.
Ji. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. I know Ravi would be announcing my name even before that I started my presentation. So thank you very much to each and everyone who participated in a large number in today's evening, this meeting. It was very encouraging, and we all felt that, although we have not physically met after completing 1 year, this is a big encouragement that I'm sure Mr. Dominic, Mr. Ravi, who have put in so much of effort, would be feeling good today. So my first gratefulness
Narasimhanji, very sorry to interrupt. It may actually be a very good idea to read out all those people who are part of this program even now, so that it will get recorded. Please, I would love if you could read out their names and we could thank them.
It's there.
Absolutely.
He's doing that, sir.
That's
He's
why
doing that.
Everybody.
General Secretary is doing that.
Yes. So to formally, I'll start with the my sincere thanks to our President, Mr. V. Suresh, who has always been a source of strength and encouragement for us. Some of the important points that he covered is talking about increasing the membership to 2,000 by end of December. I'm sure we'll get support from everybody towards this. And I'm very happy that he also announced saying that he'll be giving a lot of time to focus from now on, since he would be having time, especially for encouraging and taking part in many of our activities. So that is a great news for us. Thank you, Mr. Ashish Rakheja, for your encouraging words on building membership. Dr. Whelan on focus. Dr. Whelan for his words on how to ensure focus, spread more information about technology with the builders towards the digital transformation. Mr. Dominic also mentioned about some of the programs that is forthcoming in the coming year. I'm very happy that some of the chapters and vertical chairs have shared the information, but more have to be received. My request to everyone would be to please share the information at latest by the 31st of January, so that we can freeze it by the first week of January. Thank you, Ravi, for all the effort in today's program to ensure that everybody participates and there is sharing of information. And also on the white paper that you have shared, requesting people to give their inputs, I'm sure everybody would come back with their
on
inputs.
Skill development. On
skill development, yes. And also the emphasis on student chapter and insurance vertical, coming up with some good programs. I'm very happy that this is happening, so that more student members can join us, and insurance being such an important subject which benefit each one of us as consultants or business in our business. My special thanks to Architect Ajit for his good words of encouragement, Dr. Kalirajan, Ms. Jayalakshmi Venkatnarayanan, Mr. Ashish Verma, Mr. Bhavani Prasad, and Mr. Liaquat Ali Khan, as usual. It's been crisp and has conveyed the information that we should all work towards growth of our organization.
Also, Dr. Mala Singh ji.
Yes, I'm coming that.
Yeah, sorry. Very sorry to have interrupted.
No problem. So we were among this august audience, we were lucky to have Dr. Mala Singh today, and also hear her encouraging words. You are the first person, madam, who responds to all the requests that comes from the management. We are very happy that you've been able to share and give us the encouragement and all that we look from you. Among the audience, we also had Dr. Mr. Sipal Singh, the president of NISMAT. Unfortunately, he must be having some important other meeting, but he could hear us, and I'm sure that we will work with him towards increasing the membership, towards trying to catch hold of all those members in NISMAT as well. So as I go about, I may be repeating the names, but we had excellent participation today. So my special thanks to Mr. Bhavani Prasad, Ms. Jayalakshmi Venkatnarayanan, Architect Ajit.
Can't hear you.
You have muted yourself.
You have muted yourself.
Yeah. Dr. Kalirajan, Mr. Liaquat Ali Khan, Mr. Anshul Gujarati, Edwin. Miss Anshul Gujarati, Mr. Edwin Fernandez, Mr. Gokul Lakshmanan, Mr. Kanwar Singh, Mr. KJ Saju Helsa, Mr. P. Krishnan, Mr. Lakshmi Prasad, Mr. Gokul Lakshmanan, Mr. Malay Deshmukh. Yes, Mr. Prashant CV, Mr. Rajesh Devyani, Mr. Rajesh Sharma, Roop Banerjee, Satish Nair, Sneha Wake, Srinivasan Parasuraman, Tapan Basu Roy, and last but not the least, Mr. Satish Iyengar, our treasurer, who keeps keep motivating us in timely payments and keeping cautioning us on our spendings, and also keeps telling us how to increase the finance to strengthen focus. My special thanks to each one of you, and I look forward to your participation in future as well. Thank you so much.
There was a query from Tapan Basu Roy, how to renew the membership. I think reply has been given by Ravi, I think. But I think primarily the information how to go about renewing the membership. So
yes, so this so for renewal of membership, you can again visit our website where the provision has been created for renewal of membership. So you can tap the icon there and renew your membership, as you had done it in the case of when you had registered as a new member.
I just thought that's the only thing which came in the QA box.
The link also has been provided, Mr. Narasimhan.
Yeah,
sure. The link has also been provided.
Already given by Ravi to Tapan. Tapan has been replied by him immediately.
Mr. Narasimhan, before you sign off, I must profusely apologize for once again missing out our treasurer, Mr. Satish Iyengar. Mr. Iyengar, I would like you to share your thoughts and anything that you may want to share with the audience.
Ravi, for remembering me. Thank
Sorry,
you for
sir?
remembering me. Thank you for remembering me.
No, sir, my sincere apologies for having missed you out, sir.
No, it's okay.
Very sincere apologies.
Schedule, it happens. Or maybe because of COVID, certain memories get missed out. Anyhow,
you would like to say a few words. Satish,
yes,
please tell a few words.
See, my thesis is that so many of the chapter chairs are there. They have sent the programs. What my thesis is that for every program, they should now start hunting for sponsors, so that the program cost and whatever the addition is required for running the headquarters and the offices and the webinars and all is made up.
Right.
Yeah, it should not be a last minute ditch effort that we start running for sponsors. Since the program has already been drawn up for the full year, I would suggest that all the chairs should now itself finalize for their annual sponsorships, which is what the other societies are also doing. So that will be a very great help for the society. One thing. Second is, we are all members of other societies. So whenever we visit for the programs of other societies, we should also canvass for focus membership there. It's nothing wrong in doing it, which I have been doing and my other colleagues are also doing. So my humble request to all other fellow members is that they should also do this when they visit the other societies, so that our membership really grows and grows by leaps and bounds.
Good suggestion.
This is what my main this is. That and renewal membership, automatically the notice is going from the from our web gateway. Automatically they are sending the renewal notice for each and one whose our renewal falls in. It comes once every week till they renew the membership. So that, and the link is automatically sent in that, so they can renew it and the renewal certificate comes in.
Good.
Thank you.
That's all what I would like to.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I once again apologize for leaving you out, sir.
No, thank you.
Very, very bad comparing. I shouldn't have done that. My apologies once again. Mr. Narasimhan, you can sign off.
Thank you so much. And special thanks to Ms. Anita Shivan for all the effort that he has put in today's ensuring that we all meet and discuss and come to a certain conclusion and how to take and grow focus further. Thank you so much, Anita, for all your effort.
Thank you very much, everybody. You all stay safe, stay healthy. and wish you all once again a very happy, peaceful, healthy, and a prosperous 2022. With that, with the permission of the President, we sign off and close this evening's meeting.
Done. We are signing off. Bye.
Well done.
Thank you.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Bye. All the
Bye-bye.
best.
Thank you, Ravi. Thank you, Suresh.
Bye. Bye. All the best.
Thank you. Thank you.
You
Thank you.
can close the meeting.
Ashish Rakeja ji, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Kalerajan Shivaji,
Very
Dr.
nice
Mala
seeing you.
Singh, Jayalakshmi
Thank
Madam,
you. Thank you to all of you.
Iyengar
you,
sir,
Ravi sir.
Liaquat Ali Khan
Thank
ji,
you.
Bhavani
Thank
Prasad
you.
ji,
Thank you.
Ashish Verma ji, thank you all very much.
Close the meeting.
Yes,
Take
sir.
care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.